Yo guys, what's good? Welcome back to another video on the House of Tiew.
Today's episode is going to be very exciting because we actually bought a fridge, and this fridge is the first ever electrical appliance that we ever have in this house. So currently the house is empty. Of course, not talking about fans or aircons, we're talking about like appliance, alright?
Kitchen appliances, specifically.
So we bought the fridge and we also bought a washing machine, but the washing machine is not going to come until next week. So the fridge is going to be the first item to arrive in our house, and the guy called me this morning to say that they are arriving today. So we're going to bring you along and show you guys how we roughly gauge the size of a fridge, how we when we were doing research, what are the things in a fridge that we want to look for, what are some features that we want in our fridge, and also what kind of size of fridge, the width, the height, the depth, so on and so forth. And then when the fridge arrives, we will open and show you guys our first impression, our reaction to the fridge, and then I'll bring you on a tour inside the fridge, just in case you guys are looking or in a market for a fridge and you are also looking for a similar model like this, or maybe you have no idea what model of fridge you want to get. You can have a look at ours, and if you like it, then we will let you know the model so that you can get it too. Side note, there's a lot of things behind us here, like lots of it, because we have started to move some of the stuffs over to the house because the flooring is done last week. So we have been shopping, or I have been shopping a lot, like over the past 2 years since we've bought the house. I've bought a lot of things for the house and stuff like that. So it's all piling up in my room currently at my parents' house, so we brought it over now. We'll show you guys when the delivery man comes with our fridge.
Before that, let's go and see some measurements, yeah?
Yeah. You guys, so we are actually in the kitchen area right now. Behind here is the pantry, just a tiny one over to the side, and then there is a bathroom at the back, and it leads to the laundry. But this whole L shape is where the kitchen is going to go. Wherever you see ugly tiles, wiring works, and also an exposed cement wall, this is actually where the kitchen cabinets are going to go. So we didn't pay for the contractor to hack down the tiles or smoothen this part out, or pay for a tiler to tile it up, because it's going to be fully covered with kitchen cabinet. It's going to go, the top cabinet is going to go all the way up to the ceiling, and then of course we have a bottom base cabinet, and right in the middle where you can see all this exposed, we're going to cover it up with the same quartz that we are using for the countertop. So you won't be seeing any of this. So we decided to save some money and just leave it like, you know, as is, and just have the wirings done. So that's gonna be kitchen cabinet. I'll just let you guys know. This is the hood. So we already got one wire here for the hood. The switches for the hood and also the cabinet lights goes here. So these two, and then we have a plug point here. Where I'm standing at here, this is the piping for the sink. So it's going to be here, the sink, and then we will have these two pots here. One of it is going to be for the built-in oven, and right on top of it is going to be the built-in microwave. So microwave and oven over here, and then we have a small, unfortunately, a small pillar here. Inside here is actually the water,
pipe.
Right? The water
Yeah, the pipe.
Because right above us on the second floor, that is where the toilet is at. So this is the drainage pipe that goes down, I think. Is it? Yeah. So basically there's a pipe that we can't remove over here. So what they've done is, instead of having a big pillar, they've actually knocked it down to half the width and also half the depth. So it's actually as small as it could get already. So no choice, we're going to put like a shallow shelving here to cover it up. And then right beside here, where the finished wall is at, it's a very nice, smooth, skimmed wall, painted. This is where the fridge is going to go. So one plug point is very important. We told them that we wanted our fridge here, so they've placed a plug point. Also, if you see the difference in color, some of our plug points are very fancy, and then some are just the basic whites. The basic white plugs are where appliances are going to go, and you're not going to see the plugs. So we saved some money there, and we got the basic cheap ones. So this is where the fridge is going to go. We knew that we cannot get a fridge that is longer than this wall over here, because that is the walkway that people are going to walk into the laundry room. So what we did was, the first thing is to check the width of the fridge. It cannot go above beyond this length. So it can go above, I think it's 1 meter or slightly just above 1 meter. So this fridge that we bought is actually 905 millimeters, so about 90 centimeters, so it fits just nice. What we did was we went online, we searched for the measurements of the fridge, and then I marked out where I want the fridge to be. So if you see, that's actually the end of the tape is actually the end of the fridge height. It's quite tall, it's about 190 centimeters, so 1935 millimeter. So that's going to be the height, and then the width, as I said, is about 90 centimeter. And then on the floor, I've also marked out where the fridge is going to sit. So this is actually the part where the space is going to be taken up by the fridge. That's very important as well, because we not only want to make sure that it doesn't go beyond the wall, I also don't want it to jut up too much, because countertop is not going to be that long. So fridge is going to jut out anyway. So just want to know and see how it looks like and have a better sense of the space. So this is it, and that's how we determine if this fridge is perfect for us. Of course, we have quite high ceilings, so if you can see, even at 190 centimeter, almost 2 meter high, this is actually almost as high as the door frames, which are 2 meter. But if you can see, the opening to the laundry is a lot higher than that, and above the opening there's still some more space. So our ceilings are quite high. So we were contemplating between this Toshiba model there. Oh, by the way, we bought a Toshiba fridge, but we are contemplating between this Toshiba fridge and a Sharp one. We like both. Price is also quite similar, the range of price. The only thing is that the Sharp one is a little bit shorter. So I realized that if I put 170 centimeter fridge, it's gonna look so tiny, it's like a dwarf in this space. So we got the tallest possible fridge that we can get, and then on top there we will still have top cabinet on top of the fridge, and then boxed up to the ceiling. So that's fridge right here, and that is how we determine if the fridge is perfect for us. Yo guys, surprise, surprise! We said that the fridge is coming first, but we got a big surprise because the washing machine guy said that, oh, we are in your area, we're sending it now. So actually the fridge is not here yet. The washing machine, this baby right here, is the first ever electrical appliance in our house of Tiew. So, sorry fridge, this fella came first. So now we have just opened the box. I'm looking at the manual here, see how to fix it up. The problem is, come, let me show you guys. The problem is, when we were doing the flooring, because our laundry has tiles and doesn't need to be floored up, we put all our parcels here.
Oh no!
Yeah, and the washing machine is supposed to go down here. Problem is, it's currently blocked. This thing though is super heavy. It's actually our hood and our hob for the kitchen. So now, because the washing machine is here, we can't set it up until we remove all these things and put it somewhere else before we can move the washing machine. So, big problem. We shall see how to solve it, but I'm still super excited for the fridge to come. Yo guys, monumental moment. We brought over tons of stuff, and in one of the bags I realized that that's where all our floor mats are at. So I've been collecting cute floor mats, and you know, as and when we go shopping, we see something we like, we buy. So now I'm gonna put our first ever floor mat. I'm gonna lay it down right in front of our main entrance. So just want you guys to come along with us on our journey. And of course, it has to say, you better have pizza. Food is life. So you know it's a Mabel house when you see a rug like this. Ta-da! It's actually a very stiff wire brush one. I like it. It's nice. Welcome, welcome.
And so we have a fridge.
A fridge! I'm just removing the tapes that we used at the back of the fridge to mark it out the other day. We actually forgot to take off the tapes. So now we're going to move this huge ass thing to remove the tapes from the wall behind and from the floor on here. And then we can open it up together with you guys on camera. This is so exciting! You guys, let's take it out right now. I actually don't know how to open this thing because it's like so huge.
It's way taller than you, but what the heck?
You know, I'm really short. For people that have not seen me in real life, like among my group of friends, I'm always one of the shortest. I'm only 5 feet 2. Yeah, I'm 160, about 160 centimeters. This thing is almost 2 meters high, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's even taller than me.
It is. With the box, it's way above 2 meters. So, we shall see. Not very sure how to remove it though. I don't know whether the box can be removed from the top. Should we just cut the box down?
Yeah. Well, let me try. I don't think we can move it from the top. It'll hit our ceiling. So yes, cut it down.
I just scared I scratched the fridge.
Cut down slowly.
There's like a hook here. You can put your hand in.
To carry, ma.
Oh, you can remove it. See, I'm like, good job. You guys, that's a lot of work. The problem is, because this fridge is so tall, right? It's almost up to the ceiling. Actually, we are very lucky to have this house with super high ceilings. Our ceiling is a lot higher than the normal house. So if you can see our door, we still have a considerable amount of space up there. So it's about what, 12 feet?
About
almost 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is even after the false plaster ceiling. Before that, when they removed the roof, it was like 14 feet up there. It's like really tall ceiling. So the point is, even with tall ceilings, we couldn't just lift up the box that's covering it because it hit the ceiling. So we had to like unwrap it like a lollipop all around. But now it's out in all its glory. It's actually a very nice dark blue.
Yeah, it's not really black, right?
In the pictures, I thought it was black, and then when I checked the website with this model and then I looked at the specs, it's actually a midnight blue. It's like a very, very dark blue color. So it's really nice because from far it looks black, but when the light hits it on top, it's navy. So what we're going to do now is remove all these tiny tapes that's holding the doors shut, and then we'll show you our first impression of the fridge. But from the outside, do you like it, buddy?
Yeah, it's nice. I actually like the color.
I don't have a preference for the color because if possible I wanted a light colored fridge, but I don't like silver, so in the Malaysian market you don't have that many options. But
Yeah.
what I do like about the fridge is the rounded edge. It just looks a little bit different from the very, very square, sharp edge fridges that we see usually. So if you look from the front, it has a very nice curve on top that gives you a little bit of softness. So that's what I think is nice. And I hate manual buttons. So this fridge has a flat touchscreen display. So that's something I like as well. Guys, just encountered a problem. We were so happy removing everything, and then we realized there's actually a styrofoam platform and a cardboard right underneath it. and it's impossible to remove it without actually lifting up the whole fridge and pulling it out, but there's only two of us. So what we are going to do is exactly what we did with the washing machine yesterday. We're going to lie it down on the side, remove this, and then we're going to stand it back up. Hopefully we don't die in the process, and hopefully the fridge doesn't die in the process too. Let's see. Yo guys, so it's been very tiring. I think we put out a time lapse that looks like it's an easy thing to do, but this fridge is actually 155 kg and I'm like really short and tiny, and there's only one guy here, which is Kian. So
Hey.
so both of us almost died taking out this fridge. The problem is when we're removing the top wrapper and cardboard, it wasn't that hard. You just need to like pull the cardboard, cut like 2/3 of it, right? And then we can remove it from the top to avoid it getting on the ceiling. But we realized that there's a bottom styrofoam, and that's really hard to remove. So a quick Google search told us that we should tilt it to one side, and then we should kick the styrofoam until it breaks off halfway. So the feet that is hanging, right, let's say we tilt it to the back, the front feet that are hanging in the air, we're supposed to kick the styrofoam off of it so that the styrofoam breaks halfway, and then we tilt it down this way so that the back feet is in the air, and then we kick the rest of the styrofoam up. So our styrofoam is actually broken in half. If you can see, this styrofoam is actually a big square piece that the fridge sits on top of. So we have to kick it until it breaks this way, so it broke into two halves, then it's easier to remove. But before that, we have to first remove the cardboards that are holding the styrofoam together. So yeah, just in case any of you guys are in the same situation as us, having a very heavy fridge to move and not enough people to help out with. So remove the cardboard box, kick the styrofoam until it's broken off to half, and then move the fridge. And then what we did was we had to level out the legs. So our fridge has two back rollers that are fixed and then two front legs that are adjustable. So we have to adjust it so that it's sitting upright and level. And then I just used a spirit level like this one, put it on top of the fridge just to see if it's level so that it doesn't topple off or anything when someone opens the door with force. So that's it. Now we are going to show you guys the first impression. We haven't opened the fridge yet, so we're going to do this together.
Okay, everybody, it's time.
It's open. 1, 2, 3.
Ta-da!
What an
Oh, there's more stuff.
anticlimactic video. We didn't realize that it's all taped up inside as well with the styrofoam and everything. It's okay. We will remove all the styrofoam, remove all the tapes, and then we will show you guys inside, just in case you guys are wondering how this fridge looks like. We can show you. Maybe I'll get like a Coke can, or if we have a Ribena can around, we'll like put it in every space so that you guys can have a sense of how big the compartments are in this fridge. One thing I like about this fridge is when they market it on the website, there's like 26 different compartments in this fridge, so it's very easy for organization. There's no need to buy like extra baskets to put inside here, but of course I will. But yeah. Basically, there's a lot of drawers and a lot of compartments, so that's why I like it. If you guys are looking for something similar, we'll remove all this ugly styrofoam and plastic and tapes, and then I'll show you guys. Guys, so we've already removed all the packaging, all the tapes. We've started the fridge, so it's really cool. I brought with me, we don't have a Coke can, but this is just a standard tall and slim Ribena can, just to show you guys inside how it fits. So the door opens both ways, and this is our fridge compartment. I really like the soft LED light. It's like very well lit but very soft. Now, I usually hate blue lights. So if you know anywhere in this house, I ban daylight temperature bulbs. So in this house, it's only either the very warm light or the slightly warm cool white. Yeah, but I don't like blue light. But this one just looks so cool in the fridge, you know. The blue light just makes it look clean somehow, like sterile. Anyway, it's super deep in, like there's a lot of space in there. There's 3 glass compartments. I think this thing here is more like a deodorizer, like an ionizer or something like that, to keep food fresh. And then over here we have 4 drawer compartments. 5 actually, there's a smaller one here that's super cool. So for fruits and veggies, it's actually very deep. So if you can see, I can even stand up my can inside there and it could fit, I don't know, at least 30 cans inside. So that's one of it, super deep. We have one more here, fruits and veggies. So same one, same size. Down here we have Origin Fresh. I'm not sure for what, but it's also very deep. See, I can still fit my can inside here and it'll be just fine. In fact, this is even deeper than this one. So see how this ends here? There's like a good 3 inches here extra. So that one's actually short and this one's tall. It's actually to accommodate the door shelf. And then this one is super cool. It's actually a makeup container. So for girls who want to, like, you know, put face masks or I don't know, skincare products inside.
I never knew girls actually put skincare products in the fridge.
Well, I've never had a fridge that had a dedicated skincare product space. The fridge is telling me to close it. But anyway, we've always thought things like face masks inside the fridge because it's like super refreshing and cooling, right? It's just that now I have a dedicated space for it. Now it looks very skinny, but it's actually very tall inside. You can put even cans inside here. Come look. So just in case you're not into skincare, right, you can still fit lots of cans inside here and close it up. So that's like super nice as well, fit it in a row. I am thinking of putting things like Yakult or Vitagen inside because it's super cool. And then over here we have another Origin Fresh, very deep drawer as well. So that's nice. On the fridge door, on the left hand side, we have 3 separate compartments. Now these compartments are like considerable size. I think if your bottles aren't that big, your condiment bottles aren't that big, you can fit like 2 rows, no problem, inside. So there's 3 of them. These 3 are fixed on the left hand side, and then they give you a tiny egg tray, which I am not impressed at all. It looks flimsy, it doesn't look nice, it's tiny, it's only 6. Like, what do you do with 6 eggs? Anyway, that one is here. On the right hand side, it's also 3, but the middle one is removable and adjustable. So you can either put it higher or lower depending on where you want to put your tall condiment bottles. And then there's another flimsy egg tray.
12 eggs.
So 12 eggs, you are right. Anyway, the fridge is screaming for me to close it. Okay, now freezer. The cool thing about this fridge that I really like and that really sold me is that there are 2 separate compartments for freezers. Now it's a 3-system fridge, which means that this is one system on its own, this is one on its own, and this is one on its own. Although both of them are freezers, as you can see, they are separated. So it's good because when you open one, the other side, the temperature will not drop too much. And it's cool because the feature is that on the right hand side of the cooling, the freezer zone, it's called a flexible temperature compartment.
Does that mean you can change the temperature?
Yes. So basically what happens is this is a solid freezer, right? This is just freezer. But over here, you can make it into a fridge, meaning the temperature can go up as high as 7 degrees. So that's quite a fridge temperature right there. On the fridge door, I forgot to show you guys, it's written 2 to 8 degrees here. And they even tell you it's for veggies and fruits. So basically they're telling you that this compartment can go between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and it's for veggies and fruits. So that's quite cool. they are both the same on the inside, exactly the same. There's 3 shallow shelves here and 3 on this side as well. The thing with the freezer is, because this whole compartment is a freezer, right? They actually put this 3-star thing here to let you know that on the fridge shelf, which is understandable for all fridges, the fridge shelf is actually the warmest part of the fridge. So the 3-star there, when I was reading the manual, just tells you that you shouldn't put fresh meat near the fridge door, so because it's not that deep freeze temperature. Okay, inside, it's exactly the same, mirrored left and right. There's a pull-out drawer here. It's not really a drawer, it's a shelf, but you can pull it out. I love drawers and shelves that can pull out. When we were designing our walk-in wardrobe, I requested for any space that I can fit in a drawer, I fit in a drawer. I didn't want shelves at all anyway, because it's nice when you pull things out, you can just reach for the ones at the back super easily, compared to a shelf where you have to remove things in front in order to get things that are in the back. But also very deep. If you can see my Ribena over there, you can feel like super a lot of stuff's inside. That is that. Both sides the same. And then we have drawers. It's super cute because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Can fit a lot of things and can organize it very well. It's very deep, if you can see. And this is actually a tall can, so if you have a normal Coke can, it will be like that. So that's nice as well. And then the bottom one is a little bit more shallow than the top, if you can see. I'll just take it out. This is the bottom one, and this is the top one. See the size difference? So yeah, a lot deeper, and then the bottom one is a lot shallower, I think, to house certain things, the refrigerator and the coolant thing at the back there. So yeah, that is it. Taken out. There's a glass tray here, so just in case you don't want the drawer option, you can still have it as a shelf. So there's a glass shelf there. Yeah, and that's about it. I'll show you guys the thing. So the fridge makes noise if you open it for too long. And then over here, this part here I really love because it's digital and it's touchscreen. Basically, it turns off after 30 seconds of not using. So whatever light that you see here, it turns off automatically. But just in case I want to change the temperature, I just have to hold these 3 seconds. It creates a cute sound. And then you can change the refrigerator temperature anywhere between 8 to 2. So I'll set it at 5. And then for the flex temperature, this is the flexible zone. Flexible zone can go anywhere between -18 to 7 degrees Celsius. So for now, I'm just going to set it to -5. And then freezer zone, I leave it as the manufacturer setting, which is -18. So once I'm done changing the temperature and everything, you can also change the mode. It could be super cooling, super freezing, which is -24. So that's like super good as well. Super cooling and super freezing, or on vacation mode. So I think on vacation mode, they'll set it at a very constant temperature that is like energy saving. So yeah, and this is when there's no mode on. And then I'll just press it 3 seconds.
And you'll lock. Okay, nice, nice.
So if I leave this for 30 seconds more, this whole display will just shut off by its own. Yeah, I really like the fridge. That's how it looks like. At first, I didn't want this fridge because from the side, as you can see, the door is really thick. But I came to my senses and be like, when would you ever see a fridge come to the side and judge it by the thickness of its door, right? So I didn't like it because it didn't look as sleek as the other super slim door ones. But then later on, I realized that it's because it's meant to house these thick shelves inside. So that's a plus point, because now I get super thick and deep shelves. And that's nice.
So again guys, we reached to the end of the video. As you can see at the back over here, this is our new fridge from Toshiba.
Oh, we actually didn't tell them the model.
Yeah,
it's here. It's in here. If you can see, The model is GR-RF646WE. Yeah. And it has a total storage volume of 622 liters, but the fridge itself is 840 liters. So yeah, that's our Toshiba fridge for you.
Yep. So if you want to, we don't really see a lot of videos online on YouTube or anywhere showing us this specific model, right?
Actually, for a lot of models, because when I was researching for fridges, it's very difficult to find people who show the whole interior and like what's the size of each compartment that we want to buy. Of course, we can go to the store and have a look, but you know, with COVID and everything, we try not to go out as much as possible. And I'm quite picky when it comes to things like this, like especially fridge, something that you're not going to change for the next, I don't know,
40 years, 30 years, 10 years
maybe not, but 10, yeah.
10 years.
So I really want to get it right, you know, and it's so difficult because every time I think of something and I want to check something and I want to see and visualize things, I gotta go to the store, right? So we hope that by showing you guys everything inside here, if you're on the market or if you're on the lookout for this specific model, hope it's been beneficial.
And let me just show you at the back real quick, because we also showed you our washing machine. So ta-da, you can see our washing machine over there as well.
It hasn't been plugged in yet, and there's still like lots of stuff on top of the countertop because everything is still in boxes, and everything ended up here in the laundry room because it's the only place downstairs that has tiles on the floor that the flooring guys don't have to step into. So we dumped everything at the back here the other day, and it's still at the back here now.
Yeah, that's alright. I suppose we'll do all the like rearranging and stuff soon.
Okay.
So guys, again, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like this kind of content, remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment on all the good contents on the channel.
Bye bye.
Bye guys.